Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find. Hello my loves, welcome to another ASMR video. So good to connect with you all again, and spring is here. I love spring so much, an uplifting time of year, and all the lovely pretty flowers coming up and the birds singing after winter, and yeah, it's just a really uplifting time, isn't it? So we have some tulips here, some lovely tulips. Yeah, so pretty, sort of white tinged with pink. And then these beautiful roses that I've had them for quite a while now. They've lasted for ages, and they smell really beautiful too, and yeah, they don't really look real. They're so pretty, so pretty, beautiful. So in this video I wanted to share a shamanic practice with you for spring. So first of all, I'm going to light a candle and put it in this little globe. Okay, just because it's very pretty and lovely. And then we will put it inside the globe. You can see it as a beautiful spring light coming in. Beautiful spring light coming in, like a little fairy light, lighting up the darkness of winter. So pretty. And I got this cute cherry blossom spray. It smells really nice. So lovely, springy and blossomy. Love it. Okay, so as we move into spring, we have certain things that spring often can give us a little boost, and it's very uplifting with all the newness. It's a really wonderful time for new starts, bringing in new energy and new intentions and things. And then part of the practice is letting go of anything we no longer want to bring forward with us. And so we give it to the care of winter, which I think is a really sweet way of phrasing it. You can kind of imagine that sort of mysterious winter energy, maybe like a blanket of snow, just enveloping that for you and taking it quietly away and leaving you then to move into spring. And I like the way that that's phrased, because it's not necessarily getting rid of, but it's giving into winter, giving to winter to take care of for us and take away. Sort of quite a motherly energy, a feminine energy, sort of just taking care of that for you. And then you can joyfully skip into spring. And so we were all given a piece of paper, so I should really do that for you now. I will give you a piece of paper. Okay, and on this piece of paper you can write down everything that, or just a few things that you want to let winter take care of for you. And then you can write a few things or draw symbols. I drew some symbols or pictures, or anything that symbolizes to you and makes sense to you. You write it down, everything that you want to bring into spring. So things that you want to attract, things that you want to embody, all of that lovely stuff, and write that down. And then also we also wrote down so I'll give that to you there. Alright, and as you think about the things that you want to give to winter and the things you want to invite into your spring, you can take your time and feel the emotions and feelings that you would feel when you get these things, when you attract them into your life. Okay. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It can just be one thing, it can be a few things. And it can even be just feelings which you want to feel, which ultimately is why we want anything in life, is because of how we think it's going to make us feel. Yeah? Alright, and then you put down a column with your mother, and then a column with your father, and you put down some negative characteristics, qualities that they may have had whilst you grew up. And it doesn't have to be a lot, but it can be if you want it, if there are lots. And underneath that you put the qualities that you may have also from them, adopted, carried through from your mother and your father, and it may not be exactly the same quality. So for example, one of them, if they had quite a big temper and anger, you may also find managing your anger difficult, or you may experience anxiety because of it. and have a fear of conflict. So it doesn't always mean that you're going to have the same expression. It can be, but it could also be how that quality in your parent affected you negatively. Okay? So let's just allow you to write that down for a bit. Okay? And you can do it now, or you can watch this to relax too and do that later. Okay? And it's quite reflective and deep, this, so do it when you feel you have the space to, and take breaks if you need to. You don't need to rush this at all. Okay? Alright, so then you do the same thing for the positive qualities in both of your parents. Okay, so then again for your mother and for your father, and then you say which ones you also have taken in, or how they have affected you. Okay, so maybe one of your parents had a really amazing playfulness and sense of humor about them, which has allowed you to have a very positive outlook and bring in that playfulness and humor even when life is stressful and difficult. Okay? So, or maybe one of them was very calm and you might not be calm, but it allowed you to be very confident in yourself and allowed you to be able to express yourself fully. Okay? So again, it doesn't have to be the exact same one that your parent has, but it could be, but it could also be that you were affected in a positive way differently, because you may have a different personality to your parent that complemented it well. Alright? So again, let's just bring this to you. This light. This is just bringing awareness to qualities within you that you may not realize are patterns from how your parents brought you up, what you were exposed to when you were younger, and it can be very helpful to be aware of this, as it sheds light on why maybe we are the way that we are, why we maybe struggle with certain things, or why we excel at other things and find some areas very easy in our lives. Okay, so it's for positive and negative things, the light and the darkness. Okay, and for some there may be more negative or more positive. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be equal or anything. It doesn't have to be a lot, or it can be a lot. Alright, so when you've done this, then I will give you another piece of paper to write down anything that you want to invite into spring. Okay? So, and also something you would like to give to the care of winter, right? So on one side, all the things you want to let go of, and have that snowy blanket of winter take it away for you. And then, like these beautiful spring flowers, think about what you would like to bring in and grow, plant the seeds of, and see blossom in this springtime, okay? So I'll give you that for you to write on. And again, it doesn't have to be loads of things, and if you don't know, just think about what kind of feelings you want to feel for spring. Colours, feelings, thoughts, anything you like, music. Just put down anything that you want to bring in this spring, alright? And that can be in any way you like. You can also write symbols or draw pictures. You can cut out pictures and stick them. You can get creative with it. Alright. Then this really lovely part is you fold the paper up or scrunch it up, whichever you prefer. And in this group we went outside and stood around a little fire in a kind of cauldron thing and had it burnt. We burnt the paper. We all stood round in a circle and burnt it. I had to move to a voiceover because the recording got interrupted. The last part of this beautiful ceremony, after cleansing your energy and letting go of things that you want to release to the care of winter, and also bringing in and setting fire to your intention for everything to come into this spring, is to get some seeds, or if you already have some, use those to symbolize everything you're inviting into spring. So you would take these seeds and have a quiet moment where you visualize or think about all the things that you want to manifest, invite in, attract to your springtime going forward, and allow the seeds to absorb that energy, your intentions, and then you can plant them. And this is a beautiful way to watch your desires and dreams actually physically manifest, and it will remind you to think about them and feel them every time that you nurture these little seeds and water them and help them grow, just as you would for anything that you want to create, new beginnings, invite in new things for spring. And just like a seed grows and then blossoms into a beautiful flower or whichever type of plant it is the same as with our dreams and goals and aspirations, and they can often grow in ways